Just thinking of something while my plastic filler is drying here. This is a little, it's actually polyester, but anyway, I was just thinking about something, and I want to share with you guys that are, growing YouTube channels, and you're stepping out to be self-employed, and that's great. I want to encourage you guys all to do it and to do it and stay with it and don't quit and just do it for as long as it takes to make it. And some of you guys are going to be really good at this, some of you guys are going to be really bad, and some of you guys it's going to take longer. But I think that the success is basically just doing it over and over and doing the most you can. But I'm going to share my experience of being self-employed for all my life, pretty much. I had a job, and I think I got fired around 1990 is really when it was, but I started my business right then before that. And I got wrongfully terminated from my job. And, at that point, early in life, I was like 21 or something. So I've been self-employed. I'm 53 now, so you can do the numbers, whatever that is. So this is my hobby shop. This is my hobby shop. This is everything. My little hobby shop, my house. But anyway, I'll tell you guys my story real quick. I got wrongfully terminated, and I decided that, that job security was really more in myself than in other people. And when I worked for other companies, or if I ever went to get another job, which I worked for the government, it was a half government organization, kind of weird, but anyway, it's kind of half government. And when I went to I was thinking about getting another job. I actually tried to get another job, and I realized that, all I'm going to be is one day is possibly fired there, or, eliminated, or I'm going to have somebody telling me, what my paycheck's going to be, and I'm going to have, all those wonderful things like a boss that I got so mad at him once. I told him, F you, man. I was a young, snot-nosed bastard kid, and, you learn things over life, so I was just, but I learned, that my security was really in myself. And so, I've had I don't know how many different businesses. I first started out as like an insurance agent for a while, and I bounced from that. The economy was so terrible. Basically, there was a time when I couldn't even afford a Christmas tree for the kids. And some of you guys, maybe you're there now, and some of my videos are actually to even help people from the bottom, to get up, if you watch some of my videos in this channel. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to start this third channel, is for some of this type of stuff, but I didn't expect them to do this to me in the middle of growing it. So that's all right. It's just the way it is. But anyway, so I started out doing that. Then all of a sudden, I was broke and everything else, and the refi market kind of took off in the early 90s, and I saw the opportunity in that, and I realized that looking for an opportunity is the key thing to being successful in business. And getting into something that's an opportunity while it's in the beginning, which I'm seeing YouTube as being that opportunity for a lot of you guys. And I've been telling this to so many different people in person, but I haven't really done it. I haven't done it online because, I didn't think I was big enough to do this or whatever. It doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to do it. Screw it. I'm just going to do it now and tell you guys the story. So when I saw the opportunity of all these different things go along, I grew into different things, tried to grow, and basically I hit a six-figure income in the early 90s, then lost everything a few years later. So, life, when you're self-employed, you're fired every day. Every day you get up out of bed, it's like being fired. So either you sit down and you mope and you sit in front of the TV and you go, oh man, I'm fired, this is a drag. Or you get up and you go, I'm going to do something about this, and I'm going to get some more work, and I'm going to get something else to do. And if you have that attitude with your YouTube channel and you go out and you decide, okay, I'm going to put 5 videos up tonight, or I'm going to put up, and I'm going to come up with some good subjects, and I'm going to make, 7 videos or something. The stuff people are getting from YouTube right now is, there's a lot of entertainment stuff. There's a lot of that stuff, and you guys might be doing that, and that's cool. There's some funny people on YouTube. I watched some guy this morning that was just hilarious. He was in I don't know, he had the small channel, but I don't know, I think he has another channel or something, I don't know. But this is kind of was a little crappy channel, and he was upset about the 1,000, 4,000, and it was hilarious. But some of you guys are doing this because of you're teaching the next generation. So this is what got me interested in this, is I thought, school doesn't teach body and paint, they don't. There's no place to learn it other than Hot Rod U, and not everybody has the money to go that, and or some of those universities that charge a ton of money and have your giant student loan. But some 8-year-old could be watching my videos and learn how to do body and paint on a car, because that's what he wants to do. He wants to work with his hands. He doesn't want to work with his brain. Maybe he can't, and this gives him an opportunity to teach the next generation, which to me, that's a powerful thing. And you guys that are doing DIY stuff or doing teaching crafts or all that stuff, a lot of stuff's getting eliminated from school. So you're teaching the next generation. You're going to set the benchmark for the future of basically the world. So, and we're talking the world. We're not just talking United States. I'm in California, USA, but this is the next gen. We're working with. So, not only is it an opportunity monetarily, but it's also an opportunity for you to do a moral thing and a good thing. And that's why I think YouTube is upset. That's why they wanted to get rid of some of those things, and I don't think they really intended to get rid of us. And that's why we can conquer it. There's a way. They know that we'll figure it out. They know that we're the people that are good at this, that want to do it, are smart enough to figure out what to do. Okay. So anyway, that's what has it been like to be self-employed? That's the thing I want to say. Is what? There's nobody's going to fire you. You're not going to be fired. You're fired. Actually, you're fired every day. But nobody's going to come up to you and go say, "Hey, here's your last check," and then you're kind of like, "Oh wow, it's 100% up to you." But sometimes the reality of that is pretty much sucks, because you think, man, I'm worth X amount of dollars because my paycheck says I'm worth this much money. But when I'm out by myself and I'm working and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to make a living, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that kind of money. So you get a reality check all the time, So would I turn back the hands of time? Would I want to take a government job or something like that again and work for somebody else? And the answer is absolutely not. I would do this all over again if I could. And even if I, the risks I took in losing everything, was terrible. Believe me, there's nothing like, not being able to buy a Christmas tree for your kids because you're self-employed, and you're kind of just going, oh my goodness, But, the thing, the advantage of YouTube is there's really basically no overhead. They've got that all covered for you. It doesn't cost you anything to join. There's no way to lose. All you got to do is make videos, and what's the worst thing that can happen is that nobody watches them. People watch the worst crap on TV you've ever seen in your life. I've seen some videos on YouTube that are terrible, worse than mine, and they've got 20,000 views. I mean, I watched a guy's channel, just to see how bad it can be. And a guy guy in Canada was in Algonquin Park. I've been there. My wife's Canadian, so we go up to Canada a lot. So I haven't been to Algonquin Park, but he was in Algonquin Park, and he goes, "Hey, man, let me show you what it's like to be around the fire. This is how what we do. We put our beans are right on the fire, just like this, And he puts his can of beans right on the fire. It's like, dude, that's what everybody does, all right? When you're out camping, that's just what you do. I mean, that's nothing new. You're not teaching anybody anything. But he had 20,000 views on almost every video on his channel. There's really, you guys, no matter what your subject matter is, no matter what you're doing, try and throw some personal stuff in there. God, that's all I can tell you. Show people that you're real, because that's what, look at reality to shows on TV. That's what people are just drawn to. And the overhead and cost for those things is so much less than the actors and everything else. And the TV shows make so much more money on them. And that's the thing you got to look at. You got to look at everything as a business and understand what's happening. But, I just want to encourage you guys that if you're doing it and you're trying to make it big, and you're trying to do it, just don't get discouraged by any of the down negative stuff, or the change the rules, or just, keep doing it. The funny thing is if you just keep uploading new videos, the answer is more and more videos, and you're going, man, that's a lot of work. I do this. Well, try to do them with less editing. Try to do them more simplified. Go to guru channels. Like, if you can go to my Mike F channel and you're a DIY guy and you've got some good stuff, and look at some of my videos, and if you see one that's got 50,000 views and you've got another spin on that, even if it's the same thing I'm doing, I don't care. Post a link on there. I'll allow it. I'm not going to tell you, no, you can't, no links on my channel. Those big tubers are, I'd say, can't put my finger out there because I might get nailed. But actually, I did it a couple times and I didn't get nailed. But anyway, I don't know, So the guys who are like that, the pricks who are out there, and that's probably going to get me hit for demonetization, and I'll have to request review. The guys who are out there doing that, you guys need to just settle down. There's always going to be competition. There's always going to be another guy with another spin. There's always going to be something new. There's always going to be some new body and paint shop guy who's better at this and showing people stuff better than I am. Good. Do it. You know what? I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And I'm going to keep putting videos up online. And I know that there's going to be enough watch time on mine that, it's going to happen. So, people worried about the competition and just do it. Just do it. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And don't look at the numbers. In 6 months, you look at the numbers, you go, oh my God. Wow, look how far I've gone. And then don't look at the numbers again and duck your head down and keep working. And, I see the opportunity of YouTube, and, I've done 6 figures for a long time, in business. So people go, oh, well, yeah, why would you do that? Because it's, I don't have, if I could build up a YouTube channel and I could go on vacation and I get a paycheck when I get home, every month I could just look at my bank statement. There's more money in there. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't you do it? When your paycheck keeps going up and all you're doing is posting videos, why wouldn't somebody do that? That's crazy. That's like too easy. You look at, doing this stuff, man, this is hard work. I got to, sand and, this is my hobby. But I'm just saying, my job, painting contractor, going out and dealing with people and, oh, the color doesn't match on this sign, can you fix that? And you're like, charge you 6, 7 times and finally it gets it right and everybody's happy and you send them your bill and they go, oh my God, how much? you're like, hey, and it's great. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not good for me, but um, you know, YouTube is like a no-brainer. It's like, duh, just do it. It's just, how could you lose? Just put up videos. Don't steal from people. Don't do that. That's not cool. Don't put up content, for the stuff that people are putting up. This, like guys are putting up stuff with, showing their boobs and all, whatever. Probably got me demonetized for that too. But I'm just saying, showing all these things that nobody wants. That a lot of people want to see, or shock value. Oh wow, yeah. I mean, there's going to be some level of that, but tame it down a little bit. The DIY and showing people stuff, showing them an idea you have, talking about something that's interesting, that has content, is going to get you the most watch time. Watch time is what you make money on, not on hits. Hits are nothing. Watch time is where it's at, you guys. That's the thing. That's what I was focused on, is trying to make stuff interesting and do watch time, and then, I got hit with subscribers, so I just wasn't even focused on that at all, because it's like, that doesn't pay. Subscribers, people go, oh, well, if you have 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 people watch your video right away. No, doesn't work like that. Got 2,500 subscribers on my other channel. I might get like 70, hits on a new video, where when I first started, I had no subscribers and it would be like 3. And then when it got to like 100, it was like, I don't know, I'd put up a new video and I'd get like 15 or something like that. When I first put up a new video, and I have 100 subscribers, you get 15 people looking at it. It's like maybe 20% that actually watch it. A lot of them are just subscribed, and people go, well, if you have all those subscribers from sub to sub and all this stuff there, then, that's not good for your channel and blah, blah, blah. Well, I think in this case right now, I don't think you are doing the wrong thing, because a lot of us are in the same boat. And we're interested in, I generated so much interest in other people's channels now. I've watched some fishing channels that I would have never went to. And now, it makes me interested to go back. And some of the other DIY guys doing car repair and stuff, I've looked at some of theirs. I've even seen some like toy ones that were kind of cool, and things that I never even knew were on YouTube. I've never looked for. And because of this ordeal, I've actually reached out to different areas of life that I've never really seen. I mean, even other countries. I mean, I was watching a motorcycle video of a guy in, I don't know where he was. It wasn't Thailand, maybe it was, but he was, and I was like, dude, man, this guy, he I mean, I don't know how much a GoPro type camera costs there, but it's probably a lot of money to a guy that just has a motorcycle or a scooter. And he's like, man, I'm going to do YouTube and I'm going to put my videos up because, and I was like, wow, that would be a life for somebody over there. If they made $100 a month, you could probably survive, I mean, that would just be your basic needs. And then, what if he made $500 a month? He'd be like the rich guy in town, So it gives you a whole new awareness when you see all these different people. And I thought it was pretty cool, because I could see, I was riding a motorcycle in another country that I'd never been to. I just thought that was really neat, So look, the sub for sub thing in this circumstance, I think is we're not, it's where it's bad. Where sub for sub is bad is when you're just starting out, you have no videos, and you're just going to run yourself up to getting 1,000 subs, and you don't have any content. It really is pointless. There's no reason for it. And if you're just going one of those, I don't know what they're called. They just have the thing running all the time, the live thing, and you're on one of those. So I don't know, and you just shout outs for subs, and you look at the guy's channel, he's got 3, Nah, that's not going to work out for you. It's the ones that are, at 500 trying to get to 1,000 or 200 trying to get to 1,000, and you're networking with them. Networking has been the key to my business success in my whole life. Networking and dealing with other people and helping other contractors. Like when I got slow, I'd help another contractor. He would help me, that sort of thing. That's been the key to success in this, in being self-employed, really. And that's what we're doing with the YouTube channels. All right. Anyway, I've probably gone on way too long. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Hopefully you listened to the whole thing, and hopefully it was worth your while. All right.